Hi there, students. Timorous, an adjective. I guess timorously, the adverb, and even a noun for the quality timorousness. Okay, if you describe somebody as timorous, they're full of fear, they're afraid, they're timid, they're shy. Okay, so he's a very timorous person. He timorously suggested that we might do something else. Yeah, nervous and not having a lot of confidence. Yeah, he's a very timorous creature. If you look at, try to watch wildlife in nature, very often it's timorous because it knows what man can do. Fearful, apprehensive, faint-hearted, lacking confidence. Okay, so you can describe a person as timorous. He's a reclusive, timorous, shy, retiring, and nervous person. You could also describe somebody's actions as timorous. So the government has been very timorous about the introduction of new legislation. Here, timorous, you're criticizing them. You're saying that they're being weak, they're being too cautious because they lack confidence and they're very worried about the possible consequences of what they do. So governments are always very timorous about angering the voters, which is, I think, one of the main problems with democracy. Is it's easy to bring in legislation and laws that everybody agrees with, but things that are more difficult, governments are very timorous about introducing more controversial legislation. Yeah. So I would accuse governments generally of being too timorous. Yeah, they're too cautious. They're too worried about the consequences. Yeah, timorous. It shows fear and timidity. Yeah, timidity. That's quite a good word. Okay, so nervous and lacking consequence. Um, yeah, the mouse was very timorous because it smelled the cat in the house. Yeah. You need, when you speak English, you need to sound confident. You need to take a timorous, you need to take a brave and open approach to speaking English and not be timorous, because being timorous, it doesn't help. So timorous, nervous, retiring, frightened, shy, shrinking, fearful, trembling, apprehensive, coy, bashful, faint-hearted, irresolute. Yeah, and the opposite of timorous would be daring, courageous, assertive, bold, audacious, something like that. Okay, so I think generally it's in life, if you take a timorous approach to things, well, sometimes it works, but sometimes you end up just acting far too slowly. Yeah, so the actor was far too timorous on stage, and I just don't think he's cut out to be an actor. Yeah, he's just far too timorous for that type of profession. So timorous, this sounds to me really rather literary. I think I'd probably give it a 6.5 in formality. Timorous in an informal conversation, I'd just say frightened or afraid. I think use timorous. It sounds great in a literary essay. I guess you could use it in a semi-formal conversation, in a semi-formal writing, or a formal writing would sound great. And then as to origin, it comes from Latin timorosus, from the verb timor or timeo, I fear. Yeah, so it means fear in itself. So if somebody is timorous, they're afraid, they're shy, they're retiring. Or to be timorous is to be um, not to not be very brave, to be too cautious or too weak because you lack confidence about the possible consequences. Enough. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now. Timorous, timorously, timorousness.